In the ever-evolving landscape of celebrity relationships, few stories have captivated the public quite like that of Colson Baker, better known as Machine Gun Kelly or MGK, and Megan Fox. Their romance, which began as a whirlwind of passion and intensity, has seen its share of highs and lows, breakups and reconciliations. Recently, the pair found themselves thrust back into the spotlight not for a grand romantic gesture, but for their commitment to co-parenting their young daughter, Saga Blade. This reunion of sorts came after a painful split in late November 2024, a breakup that occurred mere weeks after the couple joyfully announced Fox's pregnancy with their first child together. The timing couldn't have been more poignant, or more heartbreaking, for fans who had rooted for the duo since their red carpet debut in 2020. To understand the depth of this story, it's essential to rewind a bit and explore the foundations of their bond. MGK and Fox first crossed paths on the set of the indie film Midnight in the Switchgrass in 2020, where their chemistry was immediate and undeniable. Fox, the sultry star of Transformers and Jennifer's Body, described their connection as something otherworldly, famously tweeting that meeting MGK felt like two halves of a soul. MGK, the tattooed rocker and rapper behind hits like Rap Devil and Bloody Valentine, echoed her sentiments, calling her his eternal love. Their relationship moved at breakneck speed. By early 2021 they were engaged, with MGK proposing in a moment straight out of a fairy tale, complete with a custom-made ring featuring Fox's birthstone and a heartfelt note. But fairy tales in Hollywood rarely stay unmarred. The couple's first major hiccup came in 2022 when Fox announced their split on Instagram, cryptically stating that the universe had intervened. Speculation ran rampant, infidelity rumors, clashing egos, the pressures of fame, but neither confirmed details. They reconciled months later, appearing more in love than ever at events like the MTV Video Music Awards. Yet, the pattern of turbulence persisted. By late 2024, after another announcement of Fox's pregnancy, the joy was short-lived. The split in November left fans reeling, especially as it came on the cusp of welcoming their baby girl in March 2025. Saga Blade's arrival, named with a nod to MGK's penchant for edgy, meaningful monikers, became the unexpected glue that pulled them back together. Now, with Saga just 8 months old, the duo has settled into a rhythm of co-parenting that prioritizes the child's needs above all else. They began living together shortly after her birth, not as romantic partners rekindling old flames, but as dedicated guardians focused on providing stability for their little one. Sources close to the couple describe this arrangement as surprisingly harmonious. They're together often, but it's all about the baby, one insider revealed. Evenings are spent in Fox's home, where MGK crashes every night, helping with feedings, diaper changes, and those precious first milestones. The setup allows Saga to bask in the undivided attention of both parents, creating a bubble of normalcy amid the chaos of their high-profile lives. Fox, at 39, has been vocal in the past about her approach to motherhood. Drawing from her experiences raising 3 sons, Noah, Bodhi, and Journey, with ex-husband Brian Austin Green, she has emphasized the importance of intentional parenting. "I want to be present for every moment," she once said in an interview, reflecting on how her career often pulled her away during her older children's formative years. With Saga, that philosophy shines through. She has scaled back on acting gigs, opting instead for selective projects like the upcoming thriller Subservience, which allows her flexibility. MGK, 35, has similarly stepped up, trading late-night studio sessions for early morning cuddles. His evolution from the wild-child rapper of his youth to a doting dad is evident in small gestures. Custom lullabies scribbled on napkins, playlists curated for Saga's nap times featuring soft acoustic versions of his tracks. Yet, as idyllic as this co-parenting idyll sounds, storm clouds are gathering on the horizon. MGK's career, which has skyrocketed in recent years with sold-out tours and crossover success in film, Good Morning being a prime example, is about to demand his full attention. He's gearing up for his first-ever global headline tour, dubbed the Lost Americana World Tour, kicking off on November 15, 2025. This isn't just any jaunt, it's a massive production spanning continents, with dates stretching into 2026. Picture pyrotechnics, elaborate stage designs evoking his punk rock roots, and anthemic sets blending rap, rock, and pop. For MGK, it's a pinnacle moment, a chance to cement his status as a genre-defying force. But for the family unit he's helped build, it spells potential separation. The logistics are daunting. While there's a brief hiatus around the New Year's holiday, perhaps a window for holiday lights, family photos, and Saga's first taste of festive cheer, the bulk of 2020's AXS schedule is unrelenting. Cities from Tokyo to Toronto, London to Los Angeles will claim MGK's presence, leaving Fox and Saga potentially stateside. If she doesn't join him, it'll be tough on everyone, the source confides. The question of whether Fox will hit the road lingers like an unanswered chorus. Touring with an infant isn't for the faint of heart. The constant travel, erratic schedules, lack of routine, it's a far cry from the structured life Fox craves for her daughter. Past tours for MGK have been notoriously grueling. His 2022 mainstream sellout run saw him battling exhaustion and vocal strain, conditions hardly ideal for a baby's well-being. Adding layers to this dilemma is the undefined nature of their relationship. Are they co-parents? Ex-lovers turned friends? Something more? The ambiguity is palpable. He spends pretty much every night at her house with the baby and they act like a couple, but they haven't put a label on it or made anything official, the insider shared with People magazine. It's a classic Hollywood limbo, where public perception clashes with private reality. Fans speculate wildly, Instagram comments dissecting every shared photo, TikToks analyzing body language, but the couple remains tight-lipped. Fox's social media, once a canvas for poetic musings on love and loss, has gone quiet on the personal front, focusing instead on empowering messages about self-discovery and motherhood. What shines through the uncertainty is Fox's genuine appreciation for MGK's fatherhood. Meghan's very happy with how he stepped up for both her and the baby, a confidant noted. Despite maintaining separate homes, Fox in her serene Los Angeles enclave, MGK in a more eclectic Nashville pad, they weave their lives together seamlessly for Saga's sake. Family outings to pumpkin patches or beachside picnics have become routine, snapshots of which occasionally leak to the press, fueling hope among fans. They're putting the baby first and it's brought them closer in many ways, the source added. This shared focus has forged a bond stronger than romance alone could sustain, rooted in mutual respect and a common goal.